Hi, my name is Zane, and this is my brother Brant. He's 14 years old and is in 8th grade here at Oakridge. He thinks I'm talking about something else today, but I decided to talk about my best friend and awesome brother, Zane Ahlfingert. He's had a huge impact on my life, and I've never been able to truly tell him that, and I figured I could use this speech to do so. A little about him. Brant is my younger brother by 3.5 years. The day he was born, August 5th, 2003, was absolutely the greatest day. I knew I'd just gained a new best friend, and best of all, I knew I was going to be a big brother for the rest of my life. Brant is very creative and passionate. Like me, he's involved in 3 different sports, including football, wrestling, and baseball. He loves to listen to music and constantly watches YouTube videos. He goes to church nearly every Sunday and always gets his homework done on time. He has a new hobby about every month or so, whether it's photography, playing the guitar, learning to use Photoshop, or even making SoundCloud rap songs under the name Lil Liger. With so many pastimes, he's still passionate about each and every one. He works hard to fully immerse himself in whatever he's doing. It's so inspiring to see a kid who's so motivated, talented, and interested in so many different things. He inspires me to find what I truly like and seek out my passions. One example would be through music. For a long time, up until about 8th grade or so, I didn't know what type of music really appealed to me. I kind of just listened to what everyone else was listening to. But I started to try new things like my brother had always done, and now I know a little bit more about my music preferences. My brother and I are always together. I'm the only person constantly by Brant's side. I help him with homework, give advice, and provide support in everything he does. However, believe it or not, we have fought before. I'll admit it's become a lot less frequent, and I'm very happy about that, but the arguing and fighting did help me. For a long time, it was somewhat hard for Brant and I to always get along. We fought almost every day and couldn't agree on anything. If I wanted to watch something on TV, he wanted to watch something else. If I wanted to go outside and throw the football, he wanted to throw the baseball, and vice versa. If we had a chore to do, we would always argue over who would do what. But I started to consider Brant's point of view, and I learned that mine isn't always right, no matter how much I thought so. Although unintentionally, Brant taught me that I need to be less selfish. I need to consider other points of view and opinions on matters that were somewhat controversial. Although Brant himself didn't teach me to be more selfless, he sure helped me learn. Like I mentioned before, Brant plays every single sport that I play. It's great because we always have something to talk about, and I can share with him my shortcomings when I was his age. We live very similar lives. In the school we go to, obviously, in the activities we're passionate about, and the experiences we share. So a long time ago, I figured out that I needed to find a way to lead him in the right direction. I knew he looked up to me as an example, and I needed to actively seek out ways to show him what the right thing to do was. My relationship with Brant has given me great tools in leadership that I'll use for the rest of my life. While we may appear somewhat similar on the surface, anyone that knows me and Brant knows that we are actually very different people. I've always been more reserved and not as social, while my brother has always been pretty outgoing. This by far is where Brant has influenced my life the most. Since we were young, I've looked to him as an example. He's taught me to be more outgoing and social, even in situations where I didn't necessarily feel the need to. He teaches me to see the humor in every situation, and he always has a smile on his face. He really is the greatest friend and the most outgoing person I know. I owe so much of my social development to him, and I'm so thankful for that. Last of all, I want to thank my brother. Brant, thank you for all the memories and all that you've taught me. You're my best friend, and I'll miss you a ton next year. Thank you.